Tirico, along with my partner Greg Olson, it's Will Lutz, the kicker, who gets this started. Off we go from Pittsburgh. It'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
Ready up! Let's go now! Deputy Lion! Ready!
They'll start this on the ground with Johnson. Not much happening there, just a short game.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
Now the Broncos going to use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to this second down play.
Ready! 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Dragon 60. Go!
He'll drop to throw. Quick throw, taken in, and he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line. A pickup of 14 on that one. That's a Steeler first down.
Rookie to rookie right there, Mike. And I'll tell you what, they've got some really good young pieces on this roster.
Pick! Viking 18! Cowboy 80!
The run out of the gun with Johnson. And boy, tough to bring down there, fighting forward for a gain of 7.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical game here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 3.
Let's go! Ready, ready?
Another run here with Johnson. And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on 3rd down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on 1st and 2nd down to gain positive yards. Stay on track, because you don't want to be in 3rd and pass too often in today's NFL.
Here's a 3rd down and 4.
Here we go, here we go! Pick! Ready?
Now they'll set up to throw. Over the middle and take it in. He's got it. And he will have a 1st down, but I don't think that's going to stand. They're already heading backwards. So, after the 5 yards are walked off, they face 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Dre Greenlaw.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is, how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again?
A run with the Central Florida product, R.J. Harvey. A terrific run there. He's finally taken down at the 25-yard line. 22 yards, the pickup there. Good for a Denver first down.
I think this is something that we can expect to see here, especially early, Mike, as this team gets into a rhythm. They want to lean on this run game. They feel like they have a lot of advantages over this defense, and you can see from the first play here why they feel that way.
Off the play fake, here's Nix. Out to his right. He's got it at the 7. And he'll be taken down. We have a chance for the first points of this game as they've set up first and goal.
They do a really nice job of taking everything away initially, but you have to keep the quarterback in the pocket, especially if you're playing man coverage. You simply can't ask your coverage unit to match up and cover that long.
A great chance to convert that early turnover into points. Here's first and goal. From the shotgun, here's Nix. To the goal line and in. Touchdown, Denver. A touchdown, lucky number 13 on the season. The kick by Lutz is good. And the Broncos will take a 7-0 lead. So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. On the return, here's Sim. Get across the 20, mark him at 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Ready, set. Ready. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Ready.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. To the right side here, pass is caught. And they're going to have this all the way down inside the 30-yard line. That is a big-time play for the Steelers. And even 50 yards.
Come on, go.
Back to throw. He's got it inside the 5. And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Steelers.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back, even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan. Everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
On the return, here comes Marvin Mims. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line.
31-yard line.
He'll go play action with Nix. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun. It's Nix. That's going to be caught. It's Marvin Mims. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. That's good. Call it a gain of 13. First down, Broncos.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Back to throw is Nix. Open man downfield. That is brilliant. And he's going to be brought down inside the 15. A big-time play for the Broncos. 42 yards.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
Oh, looking end zone, but it is out of the reach of the receiver. And incomplete. Jaden Higgins, the intended receiver. It's second down.
It's not often you see a pass that's out of the reach of this guy. I mean, 50-50 balls tend to go his favor more often than not, but this one kind of gets away from him just a little bit and falls incomplete.
Second down. Nix. And he'll take this down to the 2-yard line, but they are in business. First and goal coming up.
This is a part of the field where you have to account for the quarterback as a runner. Nothing's open downfield. Great job by your secondary, but then he makes a break for the goal line, and they're able to stop him just short, but not until after he sets his guys up first and goal.
Harvey is into the end zone for a Bronco touchdown. A lot of big bodies down there, but at the end of the day, the one that mattered, the one with the ball, finds the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah, once that back gets the ball, Mike, he's just looking for a little crack of daylight, and he's thinking, I'm going to run into it and just hope I come out the other side. And in this case, the other side's the end zone, and they get 6.
So now after the touchdown, Luck's going to send this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
From the 35, it's first and 10.
Ready?
So the drive begins with a give to Johnson. And he'll take this up past the 40, pick up a 5.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4.
From the 41, here's second and 4.
Ready?
They'll look to throw. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete.
Initially, a nice job by the receiver. He actually was open downfield. He was able to get behind the defense, but the window closed up so quickly they couldn't get the ball to him. Prevents the big play.
On the ready.
It's third and 4.
Here we go. Ready?
Throwing now from the gun. Now a shot here, deep middle. That is brought in. And he will score. Calvin Austin. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. And he continues to be a focal point. And trouble on this extra point. It is blocked.
To kick off.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, here's Mims. Now an opening past the 30. They finally get him down, but he gets all the way up close to the 40-yard line.
At their own 38-yard line.
Drive starts on the ground, and this is Harvey. He'll manage only a couple. Juan Thornhill up from his secondary spot to make the play.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment. Keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Second and 7. On the bootleg, it's Nix. Plus to his right. And that's incomplete. They couldn't connect. And that's how this first quarter will come to an end. The Broncos in possession of the football to begin the second quarter as they come up now on 3rd and 7. Throwing is Nix. This one is taken in downfield. Big completion. A big-time play for the Broncos. 31 yards.
The most valuable real estate on the field, Mike, that every offense is trying to attack is the middle of the field. So when you have a tight end who's as good as this guy and you can get vertical down the middle, man, that is a nightmare for these defenses to deal with.
Nix now on 1st and 10. Inside the 10, it is caught. And he's taken down, but they are in business. This sets up 1st and goal.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
They'll throw. It's Nix. Hit as he threw it. The pass is incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Another shot at it from the 9. 2nd down and goal. Now Nick's going to look to throw. Moving left. And he's forced to just get rid of it here. Now they're going to have to regroup and try again on 3rd and goal.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
He pulls it in around the 5. And he will win the race to the pylon. He's in. Touchdown, Broncos. 2nd touchdown for him in the game. Number 14 on the year.
The kick is good.
And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start to this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer. Because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
At their own 20-yard line.
On the set.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Ready?
Right away, they'll set up to throw. First down throw there is incomplete.
He just stays on his primary read just a little bit too long. I think if he gets that ball to his check down a little bit quicker, not only is the ball completed, but I think there's some room to run. So, again, certain quarterbacks are better than others. The ability to process and eliminate targets quickly to move on to the next, that's a skill that really just comes from experience.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. He'll take a shot down the middle of the field. Oh, the defender able to get his head around and intercepted. Picked off by Jahdae Barron. And he won't be able to take it all the way in, but that is a great return, and they are set up 1st and goal.
So often, Mike, defenders are just happy the ball ends up in his hands, but not this guy. I mean, the catch was one thing, but then the party really got started. I mean, look at this return. He gets one block. He gets another. He's got teammates springing him all over the field, and this offense is lucky. This didn't go all the way back for a pick 6.
Down to the goal line. No signal. Is he in? They'll say it did not break the play, but a real solid gain on 1st and goal. Here now, 2nd down and goal. They'll try to sneak it here. Looking to squeeze into a crease somewhere. Did not break the play. They're going to mark him short.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the 1st down marker. They're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
Good job so far by the defense protecting the short field. Now it's 3rd and goal. Play action now. It's Nix. That is caught. What a job to keep the play alive. Carson Steele. Touchdown, Denver. The kick by Lutz is good. Broncos add on one more as they extend their 2nd quarter lead. So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. On the return is Sims. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line.
Ready, take off.
Give it right up the middle. Here's Johnson. Woo! Past the 45. Still going. And it's a touchdown saving tackle as he got this down inside the 5-yard line. That is a big-time play for the Steelers. That is a 74-yard gain. So after the big play to start, now we have 1st and goal. He'll drop to throw. Forced out wide. And he thought about throwing it away, but he can't get rid of it. And that's going to go down as a sack.
I understand what he's trying to do, Mike. He's thinking, can I extend this play? Can I get out of the pocket and buy some time for my receivers? But on these early downs, that's a ball that just needs to be thrown away.
Ready.
On the give, it's Johnson. Stop at the 6. And that sets up 3rd and goal.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the 2nd half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play. I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. Truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, They're lucky it hasn't been even more.
16.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in first and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
First and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
They'll begin on the ground with Harvey. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line. They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
On first down, they'll stick with Harvey. Finding space inside the 40. And he'll be taken down. He is just gashing the defense right now. 17 more yards with that one.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical. Right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
1-yard gain brings up second and 9 at the Steelers' 38-yard line.
So, 2 minutes to play in a back-and-forth first half. We'll come back to the Steel City after this. Here's a second and 9. Here's Nix to throw. Quickly to the outside and complete. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
A bit of a quick hitter here. And what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Here's a third down and 4. Throwing. Nix. This one just too far for the receiver. Out in front of him. That one falls incomplete. He was looking for Marvin Mims there. And it's going to be fourth down.
Broncos field goal. A 49-yard attempt.
Lutz's kick
The kick
is good. And the Broncos will tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
On the return, here's Sim. He'll get this up past the 20. And that's where they'll set up shop.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
So first and 10 now. They'll start from the 22.
Let's go now.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. His throw on first down is going to be incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one. He's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
And he's going to take this all the way to the house. 78 yards. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Well, they get the running back out of the backfield, and Greg, we find him in the end zone, a touchdown pass.
Mike, we call those short throw, long run. It's every quarterback's dream. He's able to get the ball out of his hand to his intended target. And in this case, this guy, he does the rest. Anytime you fail on a two-point try, there's always going to be second guessing about whether that was the right play call. In this case, they decided to throw the ball, which I like. They just need better execution, and they end up coming up a little short.
To kick off.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. On the return, here's Mims. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Nix, how to throw it here on first down. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line. 16 yards on the game. And a quick first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On first down, here's Nix to throw. Now a ball deep, middle of the field. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. 36 yards.
And the Broncos first down.
First and 10. From the shotgun, here's Nix. And he's in. Pat Bryant. Touchdown, Broncos. Here's Lutz now for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Broncos are able to extend the lead.
Steelers 22. Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
Halftime, coming close, and not much time left as this one is kicked away. On the return is Sims. And he'll manage to get this back only to about the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
On the jump. Let's go.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. He finds Austin with the grab. And it'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 20.
And the offense will take one here. Timeout with 6 left on the second quarter clock.
Ready.
First and 10 at the
To the air now on first and 10. This one is complete to DK Metcalf. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they get the timeout. Cade York and the field goal unit coming on the field. This will be just inside 60, a 59-yard. That comes out low. It is caught. We have hit halftime. We'll take a quick break, come back, second half of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Cade York to kick off.
Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. Jaleel McLaughlin now on the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
35. It's a gain of 10. That's enough for a quick first down.
Well, really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
They'll run for the first time with their fullback. Trying to use that big body to go forward. Putting it to the line of scrimmage, but nothing after that.
Brings up second and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Second and 10.
Hold on, set. Ready. Ready. Return.
To throw is Nix. Oh, trying to set up the screen, but that is going to fall incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
Hold on, set.
Working out of the gun, it's Nix. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. His 8th reception of the game. And good for a first down.
First and 10 at the 47.
So, a pair of first downs moves them out to the 47-yard line. And it's first and 10. Nix going to keep it on the zone read. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. Give them 17 more, and they are on a roll. Another first down.
So, Mike, at the core of successful zone replay is that the quarterback understands which defender is he responsible for. That is the defender they're trying to put in a bind. In this case, he chooses the runner. The quarterback pulls the ball, and he's able to take off for a big gain.
Hold on, set.
They'll go play action with Nix. There's that man again. Another catch. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line. He had 2 touchdowns earlier. Looking to see what he can do here in this second half. That grab gets them a first down.
Hold on, set. Ready. Ready. Return.
On the ground, this is Jaleel McLaughlin. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
He's brought down at the 20-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up second and 9.
From the 20, here's second and 9.
Hold on, set.
Back to throw is Nix. He'll try and set up the tight end screen. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line.
23-yard line.
Third and long.
Hold on, set. Captain, cap. Ready. Ready. Return. Chill.
He'll look to throw. And this ball incomplete on third down.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey, guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go. So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
At their own 27-yard line.
Here we go. Ready.
Shotgun snap, and they'll give it to Johnson. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
The Steelers first down.
65,
first and 10.
On first down, right back to Johnson. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain.
Second and 10.
And up until this point, this is not something that we've seen a lot of. This running back's had a really nice day, so in this case, this rep goes to the defense.
Now they'll set up to throw. Throw over the middle, and they can't connect. Incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. And sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
On third down, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
That's a nice job of making things more manageable for this offense as he takes it back beyond the 25-yard line. On first down, it's Harvey. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down.
1 yard gain brings up second and 9.
Ready. My name is Hunt.
Throwing is Nix. Forced to his right. That is brought in downfield by Sutton. A great connection there. They're going to bring it down inside the 35-yard line. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. 41 yards.
At the 31-yard line.
A first down throw for Nix. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's second down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
That is intercepted. Picked off. That's Samuel Womack. And a solid return as he gets it up past the 45-yard line.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
They'll look to throw. Going down the center of the field, open man, and it's taken in.
Now, Cowboys,
They'll look to throw here on first down. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. Dre Greenlaw. He's in there for the sack. It's his third of the year. Work to do now as they come up on second and long. Back to throw. The second down throw is incomplete.
Third and long obviously isn't an ideal situation to be in offensively. It makes you very predictable. which then places a ton of stress on your offensive line and your quarterback. So they've got to start being more productive in these early downs and set themselves up for more success come third down.
Now they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
On the zone read, here's Johnson. I don't think that was going too far either way. Defense right on it. They hold him to no gain.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
This is caught 2. And he's taken down, but they are in business. This sets up first and goal. So these two teams take the long walk to the opposite end of the stadium. We've come to the end of the third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Well, a chance to get right back in it here. First down and goal. Ready. To the goal line and in. Touchdown Steelers. He had the touchdown run earlier. Now add a TD reception. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the fourth quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
Now, a 2-point conversion attempt coming.
Come on.
Will line up for the 2-point conversion.
And he will get in for the 2. They open up the bag of tricks on the goal line and add a pair of points.
Steelers 30.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, here's Mims. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. For Hartman. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it.
Give an effort by this runner, Mike, just to get back to the line of scrimmage. I think most backs around the league, that play would have resulted in a loss, but not this guy. Continued to fight, continued to do everything he could to prevent the loss, but it still stopped for no gain.
Now, a second down throw for Nix. He will air this out, looking for Sutton. And that is incomplete. Cortland Sutton, the intended receiver, and it'll be third down.
They're trying to take the top off the defense, make them feel that vertical threat, and soften everything up. Wasn't a ton of separation downfield, at least not what they would have preferred, and ends it up being a wasted down.
Here's a 3rd and 10. Here's Nix to throw. He's got his man down the field. It is a big completion. His 11th grab of the game. And a first down.
First and 10 at the 47.
That might end up being the backbreaker right now. This defense desperately needed to get off the field and give their offense a chance to cut into this 2-score lead. But instead, they now got to defend a fresh set of downs. And as you look up at this clock, we might be running out of time.
That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up second down.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They got it inside the 15. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. 32 yards.
First down, Denver.
On the zone read, this is Nix.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
Here's 2nd and 6. Off the play fake, here's Nix. Exiting the pocket right. Good coverage there in the end zone. That is incomplete. Terrific work has separated the man from the football, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
And with nothing open, he might have been better off just trying to see if he can make something happen with his legs, but the way this defense is flying around, I'm not sure there was a play to be made either way.
That one broken up in the end zone. It's incomplete. What great work to get those hands up there, and now it's 4th down. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Broncos will add to their lead here in the 4th quarter. So following the field goal, Lutz is back out to kick it away. On the return, here's Sim. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Ready?
Right away, they'll set up to throw. This one grabbed by Austin. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line. The first-round pick looking right at home in this offense. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Here we go. Mustang Cougar 19.
He'll drop to throw. Going for it all. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
They nearly connected on the big play downfield, but he's not quite able to hold on to that ball through the contact. You can chalk that one up as a win defensively.
On the jump. Ready? Go.
Back to the air once more on 2nd down. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
There's really no other way to put it, Mike. This has just been a rough outing for the young rookie quarterback, and I think everyone understands going into these games, there's going to be ups and downs. There's going to be learning moments that these guys are going to gain that they can only gain through experience. The problem is, it's really hard to have positive learning experiences when you throw 3 picks. He's got to see the field better. He's got to anticipate better. And ultimately, he just needs to play better for his offense to have a chance.
At the Steelers' 40-yard line.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 8. Play action now. It's Nix. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down. From the shotgun, here's Nix. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively, It sets up fourth down.
Some for the field goal. A 54-yard attempt.
Another one through the uprights. He's 4 for 4 on the game. And the Broncos will extend their lead.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
On the return is Sims. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there.
Their own 22-yard line.
Come on, set! Cowboy 80!
He'll take the snap and go down to a knee.
Let's go!
2nd and 11.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal!
They'll go down to a knee. They come to the line needing 11 here on 3rd down.
Ready?
They will take a knee here. So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this.
Here we go!
Going to leave the offense out there for 4th and long.
Over set! Ready! Ready,
The defense still has 3 timeouts. We'll see if they decide to use them here as the offense starts taking a knee. Formation here as he's down to a knee. A tough spot here. 3rd and long. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. Let's see what they do here. This is 4th and long. So it is a win for the visiting Broncos. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. In the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. That's the difference in this one. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone.
fist. Tried so hard to raise me right, but I was born to run the night. Daddy took me hunting when I was a kid. Wouldn't believe what the hell I did. He said, boy, hold this. Told my cousin, you better run. Last time he poked fun at me, got my with a tree.